Viewers, some breaking updates coming in. Delhi High Court has asked former MP Dr. Swamy to now vacate his government bungalow in 6 weeks. This bungalow was allotted to him in January 2016. Before the end of the term of Rajya Sabha in April 2022, Swamy had demanded to allot the bungalow against citing threat to his security. But the central government opposed Swamy's demand. And our executive editor, Legal, is going to help us understand this development. Legal. Rhythm, over to you.
Well, yes, we remember Dr. Swamy had moved to High Court arguing that there were security arrangements which are required to be made for a Z category protectee, and the accommodation which was allotted should continue in his favor. However, Justice Yashwant Verma, disposing of Swamy's writ petition, has said that they are of the view that while the original allotment was made for a period of 5 years, it's come to an end, and there is no material to show by Swamy that requires the allotment of government accommodation to a Z-class protectee. On the other hand, the ASG Sanjay Jain, who appeared for the center Swamy will continue to remain a Z-category protectee. The policy. All right, let me first go across to Dr. Subramanian Swamy on the phone line. Dr. Swamy, today Justice Yashwant Verma has passed an order where they say that the writ petition that had been, they directed you to hand over the government accommodation within 6 weeks. How are we to look at this, sir?
It's fair enough because the government took the stand that they are running out of accommodation. They are not able to give to their ministers, etc., etc. And whatever security, actually the matter arose because even before I became a member of parliament, the security people said, no, this Nizamuddin house is not secure for you. You have to move to, I think that time Rajnath was the home minister. And they took this stand, so I had to move. It's not that I had applied to move or anything like that or asked to move. I moved because they said that for security purposes, we have to secure your entire house. You are on Z security, which is the highest for civilians. And that reason I moved. Then I became a member of parliament, so automatically anyway I was entitled because a sixth term in parliament, so bungalow is necessary for a person who has been more than 4 terms in parliament. So I continued as a member of parliament, and it was on that category it was there. So when my term ceased, I had written to the security that now the term is ceased, so that old agreement does it continue or not? But in the meantime, the whole Urban Development Ministry, they were a bit trigger happy, and so they started sending notices to me to vacate and, to create a opinion as if I'm sticking onto the house. It was not I who wanted to stay in that house. It was the security people. So we went to court because there was no response from the government. And the Home Minister also had changed to Amit Shah. Rajnath was no more Home Minister. So there was no point in...
All right, sir. Yes.
That is what it is.
Right.
And so now the order has come and we will vacate. There's no problem. We have told the court we are ready to vacate if you are satisfied with the security. So they have laid down a long list. Okay.
Right. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And as the Delhi High Court directed, former Rajya Sabha MP Dr. Subramanian Swamy says there will be an assurance that the possession of the government accommodation will be handed over within the next 6 weeks.